Today, we're going to dive into a topic that has been rather controversial among some in the garden community, the use of Roundup. We'll go over what it is and why it has made headlines in recent years, leaving people feeling very strongly one way or the other. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoy this video. Now, let's get to it. Roundup is a widely recognized and frequently used herbicide, primarily known for its active ingredient, glyphosate. Originally developed by Monsanto and introduced to the market in 1974, Roundup revolutionized weed control for both agricultural and residential use. The herbicide gained rapid acceptance due to its effectiveness in managing a broad spectrum of weeds and its relative ease of application. Glyphosate, the core component of Roundup, functions as a systemic herbicide. It is absorbed through the foliage and transported throughout the plant, where it inhibits a critical enzyme called EPSP synthase, essential for the synthesis of certain amino acids. This disruption in amino acid production leads to the plant's inability to grow, eventually causing its death. Unlike contact herbicides that only affect the part of the plant they touch, glyphosate's systemic action ensures that the entire plant, including the roots, is targeted, providing comprehensive weed control. The development of glyphosate-based products marked a significant advancement in weed management practices. Initially, Roundup was used primarily in non-crop areas, such as along railways and industrial sites, where it controlled invasive plant species without harming surrounding vegetation. However, its use expanded dramatically with the advent of genetically modified crops designed to be resistant to glyphosate, such as Monsanto's Roundup Ready soybeans, introduced in 1996. These crops could withstand glyphosate applications, allowing farmers to apply the herbicide directly to their fields without damaging the crops, thus simplifying weed management and reducing the need for tillage. Roundup's effectiveness and versatility have contributed to its widespread adoption worldwide. It is now a staple in both large-scale agricultural operations and small home gardens, used to maintain clear fields and manage unwanted vegetation around homes and gardens. Its application ranges from pre-planting treatments to desiccation before harvest, and it is also used to clear fields between crop cycles. This broad utility has made glyphosate the most commonly used herbicide globally, with millions of acres treated annually. Despite its popularity, Roundup has become the center of the intense debate over its safety and environmental impact. The controversy surrounding its use, particularly concerning its potential effects on human health and biodiversity, has led to increased scrutiny and regulation in various regions. Nonetheless, its role in modern agriculture and gardening practices remains significant, underlining the complex balance between its benefits in weed control and the ongoing discussions about its broader implications. In addition to its potency, Roundup is renowned for its ease of use. It can be applied directly to the foliage of unwanted plants with minimal preparation, and its systemic action ensures that even the roots are eliminated, reducing the need for follow-up treatments. This simplicity translates to significant time savings for both small-scale gardeners and large agricultural operations, streamlining weed management processes. Furthermore, Roundup is cost-effective. It often requires fewer applications compared to other weed control methods, and its ability to target a broad spectrum of weeds in a single treatment reduces the overall expense and labor involved in weed management. This combination of effectiveness, convenience, and affordability has solidified Roundup's place as a staple in modern weed control practices. While the benefits of Roundup, such as effective weed control, ease of use, and cost-effectiveness, are clear and have contributed to its widespread adoption, it's important to recognize that its use is not without controversy. Significant concerns have been raised regarding its potential impacts on human health and the environment. These issues have sparked intense debate and scrutiny, leading to growing public and regulatory attention. In the next section, we'll delve into these controversies and explore the risks associated with Roundup. The use of Roundup, particularly its active ingredient glyphosate, has been a focal point of health-related controversies. Numerous scientific studies have examined the potential link between glyphosate exposure and various health issues. Some research suggests that glyphosate could be associated with an increased risk of non-Hodgkin lymphoma and other cancers. These concerns were notably highlighted in 2015 when the International Agency for Research on Cancer, IRC, a part of the World Health Organization, WHO, classified glyphosate as a probable carcinogen to humans. This classification was based on evidence from studies on animals and limited evidence in humans, suggesting a potential link to cancer. However, this classification has been met with significant counterarguments from various regulatory bodies. The Environmental Protection Agency in the United States, along with other health and safety regulators globally, have conducted extensive reviews of glyphosate. These reviews have generally concluded that glyphosate does not pose a carcinogenic risk to humans when used according to label directions. The EPA, for example, reaffirmed in its 2020 interim review that glyphosate is not likely to be carcinogenic to humans. Similarly, the European Food Safety Authority and the Australian Pesticides and Veterinary Medicines Authority have also stated that glyphosate is unlikely to pose a cancer risk when used as intended. Beyond health concerns, the environmental impact of glyphosate is a major point of contention. Glyphosate has been shown to affect soil health, as its widespread use can disrupt soil microbial communities and reduce soil biodiversity. This can impact the nutrient cycling processes that are vital for healthy soil and plant growth. Furthermore, there is evidence to suggest that glyphosate residues can persist in the environment, potentially affecting non-target plant species and leading to unintended ecological consequences. One of the most significant environmental issues linked to glyphosate use is its impact on pollinators, particularly bees and butterflies. Studies have indicated that glyphosate can harm beneficial insects, either through direct exposure or by reducing the availability of flowering plants that provide essential food resources. For instance, glyphosate use has been implicated in the decline of milkweed, the primary food source for monarch butterfly larvae, contributing to the species' population decline. Another critical concern is the development of glyphosate-resistant weeds, often referred to as superweeds. Continuous and widespread application of glyphosate has led to the evolution of weed species that can survive glyphosate treatment, making them increasingly difficult to manage. This resistance drives farmers to use higher doses of herbicides or switch to other chemical treatments, which can exacerbate environmental and health risks. The rise of superweeds challenges the sustainability of glyphosate as a long-term weed control solution and highlights the need for integrated weed management practices that reduce reliance on a single herbicide. Roundup and its manufacturer, Monsanto, now a part of Bayer AG, have faced extensive legal challenges over the past decade. A significant number of lawsuits have been filed against the company, primarily revolving around allegations that glyphosate, the active ingredient in Roundup, causes cancer. These legal battles gained substantial attention following a landmark case in 2018, where a California jury awarded a groundskeeper $289 million, concluding that his cancer was linked to prolonged glyphosate exposure. This case set a precedent, leading to thousands of similar claims and resulting in several billion-dollar verdicts against Bayer. The company has subsequently engaged in extensive settlement negotiations, agreeing to pay billions to resolve current and future litigation while continuing to defend the product's safety. Public perception of Roundup has increasingly tilted towards caution and skepticism, driven by these high-profile legal cases and growing awareness of potential health and environmental risks. This shift is part of a broader trend towards organic and chemical-free gardening practices, as consumers and home gardeners seek safer and more sustainable alternatives to synthetic herbicides. The rise of organic farming, which eschews synthetic chemicals like glyphosate, reflects a growing movement that prioritizes environmental health and food safety. Many gardeners now favor manual or natural weed control methods, driven by concerns about chemical residues and the long-term impact of herbicides on ecosystems and human health. In response to these challenges, the agricultural community and industry representatives have mounted a robust defense of glyphosate and Roundup. Many farmers rely on glyphosate for its efficiency and cost-effectiveness in weed management, which is critical for maintaining crop yields and agricultural productivity. Industry groups argue that glyphosate, when used according to guidelines, remains a safe and essential tool for modern agriculture. They emphasize that regulatory bodies worldwide, including the EPA and FESA, have consistently found glyphosate to be non-carcinogenic at levels typically used in farming. Moreover, proponents point out that glyphosate facilitates reduced tillage farming practices, which can benefit soil health and reduce greenhouse gas emissions compared to traditional plowing methods. The legal battles, public concerns, and the industry's staunch defense of Roundup highlight the complex and contentious nature of its use. While the benefits of glyphosate in weed control and agricultural efficiency are significant, the associated risks and controversies cannot be overlooked. As we navigate this complex issue, it's crucial to consider alternatives that balance effectiveness with safety and sustainability. In the next section, we will explore various alternatives to Roundup, offering solutions that may address these concerns while still meeting the needs of gardeners and farmers. For those seeking to avoid chemical herbicides, natural and organic methods offer effective alternatives. Manual weeding and mulching are traditional, yet powerful ways to keep weeds at bay. Simple homemade solutions like vinegar or boiling water can also be used to kill weeds without harmful chemicals. Additionally, practices such as crop rotation and cover cropping can prevent weed growth by disrupting their life cycles and maintaining soil health. Using tools like hoes, weeders, and tillers provides a chemical-free approach to managing weeds. These mechanical methods can be highly effective and allow precise weed removal, though they may require more time and physical effort compared to chemical solutions. They are particularly useful for smaller gardens and areas where herbicide use is impractical. Integrated Pest Management, IPM, is a comprehensive approach that combines biological, cultural, physical, and chemical tools to manage weeds sustainably. By using a variety of strategies, IPM reduces reliance on any single method, minimizing environmental impact and enhancing long-term effectiveness. This approach adapts to the specific conditions of each garden, promoting balanced and healthy ecosystems. There are numerous other herbicides available that use different active ingredients than glyphosate. These products can vary in their effectiveness and safety profiles, offering options for those who seek alternatives to Roundup. It's essential to compare these options carefully, considering their impact on both the environment and human health. Choosing the best weed control method involves weighing the pros and cons of each option. Whether you prefer natural, mechanical, or alternative commercial solutions, it's crucial to find a balance that fits your gardening needs and aligns with your values. We would love to hear your thoughts. Do you use Roundup? Why or why not? Let's start a discussion in the comments. Thanks for watching, and until next time, happy gardening.